You are the axle that connects the students to the industry. Thank you so much. Can I give you a hug? This is the fact. Knowledge is useless. I said it right. Knowledge is useless. You cannot use it until you have a skill.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Pankaj and this is my work.
Okay. So he's hired.
Answer that, right? And talk about it to you guys. And so we have with us Pankaj Bhagat. Wow. Founder of Cedar IT Private Limited. He is a former IBMer. While working in IBM, he was awarded for innovation. He has filed 7 software patents at IBM. He quit his job to start his own company. Pankaj has over 19 years of IT experience. He also helps freshers, college students, and professionals to acquire new IT skills that make them employable. He has directly trained over 5,000 students, and several students have credited their employability to him. Please welcome on stage Pankaj Bhagat.
You guys make me feel like a rock star. And I feel great with her. I found her working for Indian School of Business. You know that in Gachibowli? Okay, she was working there, and I was working in IBM. And then I said, I'll get you married, and I'll get you to IBM. We went on and started working together. We started working in the same building. Then we thought, we are giving out a lot of ideas to this company. I'm sorry. I filed in 7 disclosures for software patents there. Then we thought, okay, let us start on our own, and we did. Okay? Now today, this talk is not going... By the way, I have a question. Do you already know me? How? How do you know me?
I think
Pankaj, you're far famous than you could have imagined. You're far famous than you could have imagined, yeah.
Okay. If you say that, I'll believe it.
I think they know Roshni, not Pankaj. I think that's the confusion here, right? Yeah, I was right, see?
Okay. What I want to tell you is, when I started my college, I did not want to do studies in technology. I wanted to make money. I wanted to do business. In that, I failed. And when I finished my college, I did not have a business. I did not have knowledge. And then, if anyone out here feels that you're not good in technology, probably you'll not be able to learn, the agenda of my presentation is to tell you that you can. And yesterday, I conducted a workshop. Really? I mean, only a couple of hundred attended, and it looks like thousands are shouting. And in a couple of hours, we made a mobile app with beginning from 0. I asked people, do you know these stuffs? They said no, and then finally ended with that. Okay, and in this talk, it will be 2-way, okay? You'll have to shout as well as you have to answer. I'll have some question, and some of the questions will have a prize, okay? Here is your first question.
This is the prize for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the prize for you if you answer correct.
This is not the prize question. This is not the prize. Now, this one is.
You know him?
Okay, I don't have as many prizes. So I'll move on.
Who is this? Woo!
And this one?
Can you tell who is he?
No, I tell you, my question paper has leaked.
You need better security. Yeah.
You know what? Red Bull was talking about the problems, and they were saying that there are two problems. One is the attendance. So if anybody can solve the attendance problem, you can go to Canada. Okay, the other thing is, if you can solve the question paper leak problem, you will also go to Canada. My question paper got leaked. However, there is a surprise. I want to tell you that not all things that we see is as successful as we have seen there. According to a study, 95% of engineering graduates are unemployable. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about those people who have not attended AliensFest. These are 5% people. So the secret is you have to stay relevant. And this is what I mean. This is just to back up. In 2016, a study was done, and they said this. Okay, they say that 80% of the engineering graduates who are sitting outside of this room are unemployable. And then in 2018, it rose up to 94. So if you do mathematical induction, you know class 10 math? So with that theory, in 2019, it came up to 96. I don't want to talk about what will happen in 2020, 2021. Okay? However, we have hope. Together, when we started working, we realized that we can actually take time out of our work and train people. So we started partnering with colleges and with other places where we started delivering learning methods. So we help people learn. Okay, to be quick, when you probably had your senses and started going to school, this phone was on, right? This was the high phone.
Anybody has this phone right now? Button wala phone. Anybody has button wala phone?
Anybody with that Nokia phone? You have a prize for that.
I have a Nokia, not the button wala.
No, I'm looking for that. You know what? The problem is, Nokia did not upgrade. If anybody's working for Nokia, that's not for offense. We want to learn from that. If we don't upgrade, we are not going to. You're from Nokia? Okay. It's doing good, by the way. Nokia learned. It moved on from its Symbian OS to Android, and it is doing good. And
Yeah, I have chocolate.
okay, you work for Nokia. Okay, just check his ID card and then give it. What I'm trying to tell you is that if you go for a job interview and you take in your skills like the Nokia feature phone, nobody will hire you. If you yourself are not willing to spend your money on this phone, why will somebody spend money on the skills that is as outdated as this phone? Right? So you have to change your mindset. You have to upgrade. And you have to get into iPhone 11 Pro. Anybody has an iPhone 11 Pro? I'll give you this for that. I mean, I want to give, nobody's taking it. It's okay. Yeah. Now, the next thing is, I have told you have to upgrade. And you may be thinking it may be difficult to upgrade. So I have planned for it, and I want to show you how I'm not talking about your neighbor or your brother. I'm talking about you. Okay? How you can upgrade.
Yeah, you can. Pankaj.
Here's a video, and I want to play that. Can you play the video? This.
By show of hands, how many of you believe you could replicate this image of Brad Pitt with just a pencil and piece of paper?
So
well, I'm going to show you how to do this.
Pause.
And in so doing, I'm going to give you the skill necessary.
Pause the video. I may ask your help in between. Don't go back. We'll go, go back. Now, he's showing a picture of Brad Pitt, and he asks you, can you draw that? So here is, I want to see, you raise your hand if you can draw that picture of Brad Pitt.
Who says that who can draw?
Good. Can you pass that one chocolate to her? Okay? Yeah, this one, the second row. behind IBM Cloud.
Okay, you can continue.
Okay. And this guy is going to tell how everyone in this room can draw this picture in next 15 seconds. Please continue.
Well, I'm going to show you how to do this. And in so doing, I'm going to give you the skill necessary to become a world-class artist. And it shouldn't take more than about 15 seconds. But before I do that, how many of you believe you could replicate this image of a solid gray square? Every one of us. And if you can make one gray square, you can make 2, 3, 9. Truth of the matter is, if you could make just one gray square, it'd be very difficult to argue that you couldn't make every gray square necessary to replicate the image in its entirety.
We'll go to the next slide. That's it. We want
and
to
there
pause
you have it.
So I just showed you that if you can do one bit of thing, if you can add 1 plus 1, you can write a for loop, you can write a condition, you can write a function, and then you can move on. But how long will it take to do that? Studies have said that to learn anything new, it takes around 10,000 hours. How many? 10,000 hours
10,000.
to learn something new. And however, that is wrong. The fact was, to be excellent in it, it takes as many hours. Actually, to know anything, to learn anything, you need only 20 hours. Here's a video I want to show, again from TED Talk. Please play this.
Hi, everyone. One of the things that I enjoy is learning new things. How long does it take to acquire a new skill? You know what I found? 10,000 hours. No! I am never going to be able to learn anything new ever again. But that's not true. The 10,000 hour rule came out of studies of expert level performance. Professional athletes, world-class musicians, and the folks at the tippy top of their fields put in around 10,000 hours of practice. But that last statement, it takes 10,000 hours to learn something, it's not true. This is the learning curve. And the story of the learning curve is when you start, you're grossly incompetent and you know it. With a little bit of practice, you get really good really quick. And then at a certain point, you reach a plateau, and the subsequent gains become much harder to get.
We'll move on to the next one. So here's a TED Talk that tells you that if you spend around 45 minutes a day for 1 month, you'll be good at something. And I just did that yesterday. I spent 2 hours, and we developed mobile app. And maybe they are still in this session today. Are you there? Okay. And today, we did a web development. So we just proved in 2 hours that we can do. Now, we can learn these technologies over a period of time. I proved with other things, you can learn these as well. And you have heard it since yesterday, so I'm not going to repeat the names. So I want to tell you how to begin. Okay, I'm assuming that you're probably not interested, you don't have any hope. I want to tell you how to begin. The first level is, the only requirement is you should be willing. You should have the motivation to do that. If you're motivated, you actually don't even need to know to write a simple program. We can get started from that. We have trained people, even who said they have done engineering, they're in the 3rd year, 4th year, and they struggle to unzip a file. I'm not joking.
Yeah, even they doesn't know what is terminal, what is the CMD and those things.
They don't know how to open a Windows terminal. They don't know the command prompts and all. We have trained them, and they have ended up with a mobile app. One guy has also made a mobile app, his name is Shiv Kumar, for Geetam. It's a bus status tracking. He did an internship program with us, and it's on the Play Store. So you first begin with the front end. The easier things are HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Then move on to something like a framework. You need to have a mindset. Like you need to have a particular approach, and you need to set a goal. Your mindset should be, before I say that, the unaccepted fact. This is the fact. Knowledge is useless. I said it right. Knowledge is useless. You cannot use it until you have a skill.
Yeah, I want to add something that we hire a cook, suppose we hire a cook for home, we cannot hire somebody who doesn't know how to make chapati, roti, dosa and all. So if she doesn't know that, we cannot hire them. In the same way, industry will not hire you until you have the skills. They will give you something else which you are not interested to do. Might be like technical support and the call center. Even I'm telling you, after few years, those jobs will also not be there because chatbot and the other technologies will take over those jobs also.
And they'll all move on to the cloud. You know, she gave an example of a cook. It's good to have a woman lead the team. Have you seen Mission Mangal movie? Yeah? And you know what I'm talking about. So what you have to do is, say for example, you're doing only front-end development. Know everything that is there in HTML or CSS, everything. As much as if you face an interview that you know that if you're asked to rate yourself, in your heart you will say, I'm actually 9 out of 10, but you don't want to insult the other guy, so you'll say 7 or 8. That is your level of confidence, and I'm asking you to do only in this. If you do just this, you don't have a fear of getting employed. You will have a job. This is on recording. You can play this video next year and ask me that I rate myself 9 out of 10 why I didn't get a job. The fact is, no one wants to hire you. They only want to hire your skills. They want to hire your talent. You know what, when you go into an interview, they ask you, what's your name? You know what, that's only a formality. They don't want to remember your name. They will remember it only you have the skill, only if you can impress them. And this is the open secret. Every business, IBM or Cedar or Google, they are in business of making money. If you can help someone make money, they'll hire you. If you can make their life easier, they will hire you. The moment you can't, they'll fire you. So here's the hack. Do something so that you are useful for somebody else. Even in the college, if you want to impress your professor, do something that he thinks is a problem for him. Solve his problem, you will be his favorite. So, how to crack a technical interview in 1 minute? You want that? Okay.
Anyone knows about it? I have a chocolate. Quickly, quick answer.
I think I'd write it on a piece of glass and crack the...
Okay, what you have to do is, say for example, you are a mobile app developer. Okay, all that you have to do is, resume is a formality, don't worry about that. And qualification, BE, Ed, this and that, they are only a myth. A myth. Nobody has ever taken my qualification, my certificate, ever. Any company has not taken it. They only ask that. So, in your first minute of the interview, show your work. So when you walk in for the interview, suppose she's interviewing me, and she'll ask me, like, what's your name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Pankaj, and this is my work.
Okay. So he's hired.
So the way you should tell is, in the same breath, you should show your work. I'm Pankaj, and this is the app I developed. Don't wait. Don't give him another chance. And if you show him, he'll take your phone. He'll not talk to you. He'll talk to your work. He'll just check, and in his mind, he has already selected you. If you want to get hired, even before an interview, post your work online. Keep posting it on LinkedIn. They'll shortlist you. Then it takes about a few months to go ahead. You can go ahead and learn these technologies like add a little more advanced level of JavaScript. You can go to Node.js, add the backend. And all these things are free. You don't have to pay to learn. Some of my videos are also free on YouTube. You can just go ahead and pick up from there. The first way is to go hybrid, and then the next way is to go native. The point is, if you know OOPS, relax, it will not get outdated soon. So you can still apply to latest technologies.
Yeah, but you have to sharpen your skills. Even though you know the OOPS in the C++, but you have to, again, learn new things.
9 out of 10. Some people say that the job market is slow and there are no jobs in the market. That's a lie. The truth of the matter is there is lack of skills. There are plenty of jobs. The problem is we can't rate ourselves 9 out of 10. So next levels, you definitely know this. You have heard all of them. Here's one thing. We need not be selfish. We need to share our knowledge. So I want to demonstrate this to you. Suppose we have this sheet, and this sheet represents the corners of this sheet represent the knowledge you have, the corners. And if I have knowledge, can I have a volunteer here?
How to increase the knowledge?
So if I have knowledge, this one corner, I want to share. So I go ahead and I share my knowledge to him. If corner is knowledge, how many corners does he have?
3.
He wanted 1, he got 3. I lost 1 level of knowledge, but I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level of knowledge. Then he takes it up, and can I call you in?
He
I'm
might
in
be
you.
thinking that if he will share, then his knowledge
Now he
will...
sees that, okay, I learned something in AlienFest or wherever, and I don't want to share, but he goes and he shares this. He had 3 levels of knowledge. This was your knowledge, and you give this to him. You
Now,
still
how
have
many
your
you
3.
have?
3.
And you?
3.
So you still share, and they have 3. And how many I have? I have this. I can still go and distribute. Don't keep your knowledge to yourself. Share. Yeah. Now, after this session, the only person who can stop you is yourself. Don't listen to somebody else or even to yourself that I can't be that guy. I can't make that billions that are coming up in technology. So what we do is in 2019, we received 700 applications for internship. We take time out of our projects. So after office hours, we try to train. Out of this, we selected 200 candidates, but we want to, in 2019, we still want to do 500. So we want to help more students gain knowledge. So if you're interested, you can contact us. These are our areas of interest right now. Can you play this video?
This is the best ever workshop which I've ever attended.
And I want to tell you, I did that workshop.
Because I seriously thank you a lot, sir. We have felt so much interest on whatever you have speak and whatever you have told. It was very good.
Thank you so much for saying
Thank
that.
you so
Do you
much,
agree
sir.
with
Yes, sir.
All of you?
Yes, we got so much interest in whatever you were teaching. And the
Not
way you
everybody engages the crowd like this.
Yes, sir. And we visited few workshops.
Okay.
Like we were
This is the
just
feedback that we
listening,
got
like,
after we did the
This is
workshop.
yesterday's workshop.
But this was very
This was done yesterday.
I didn't let you see.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for all that you all are doing. Thank you for participation. And at this point, I want to call someone who didn't expect that I'll call him on stage. He's the guy who calls everybody on stage. So I want to take the honor of calling him on stage. Mr. Manoj, would you like to please come here on stage? Can you play this forward? Mr. Manoj, in this platform, I could meet you. And on behalf of everybody attending here, I want to thank you for all that you do. You are the axle that connects the students to the industry. Thank you so much. Can I give you a hug? Thank you, guys. I just can I take 30 seconds more? Do I have 30 more seconds? No. Yeah, I can? Okay. That's the advantage of hugging the top guy. You get extra time. Okay.
Just for 2 minutes.
What I want to tell you is, suppose you get the best job in the industry. So for example, you get 1 lakh per month. In 1 year, you will make, say, 1 crore. No, 10 lakh. 12 lakhs. You pay taxes also. Let's say 10. And in 10 years, you will make 1 crore? If you work for 40 years, you'll make how much? 4 crore? So that's your entire life worth, 4 crore rupees. I don't think you'll be happy with that. You know what? If you have a startup, and I saw some people raising the hand, if you go back and do the math, Redbus was sold, and in today's numbers, it is worth 900 crores. Redbus, some of our Hyderabadi Bangalore guy, Fananda Sama, 900 crores. And I have a list. You have Oyo, you have a lot of such startups. If you look at WhatsApp, this is 1,54,000 crores. Go ahead and study this online. You'll be amazed that if you can just network with 5 or 10 people here, make your own startup, you are probably worth crores, not 4 crores. So I want to encourage you not to let the next era of technology go away. Get involved. Don't be a spectator here. In a cricket match, don't be the audience of the cricket match going on. Audience pay. The cricketers get paid. If you learn the modern technologies, you will be paid. And I want you to be there. That's the whole idea. Thank you.
Yeah, this is
Thank
our
you,
contact
Pankaj.
number,
Oh.
and you can contact us anytime. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you, Roshni. We have a small token of appreciation from us, a memento. One of our volunteers, please hand over. Maybe Manoj, you can do the honors for us, please. You take.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pankaj, and thank you, Roshni.